Hello everyone, this is Ash, and this is Mage Monsters 2. Let's get back into this. So we're gonna play in Desert, and we're gonna play Impossible. By the way, a quick update for y'all. So we just made it on this channel to affiliate partner. So what that means is 500 subscribers and plenty of watch time to be able to hit the qualification. So I want to say thank you to everyone here for really supporting this channel and helping us get this far up. The next stop, of course, is partnership, which is 1,000 subs. So we'll get there very soon, I'm sure. And that also unlocks a few more functions. So now we have super chat and super thanks. So if anyone's interested in that, those options are available now. All right, so let's continue. So we're going to choose Desert. We're on Impossible. And I was thinking about Sicaria. That would be an interesting character to use for a range build because of that bonus. But I'm going to stick with Chryon. Why? Because that's who we were messing with before. And I really think these range bonuses could help out. You got more speed. You have base range increases. You know, and these are things I never really looked at with Chryon before until now. Now I'm starting to look at these more. So it could be interesting to get a win with this, right? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and choose Chryon here. And by the way, if you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. It definitely helps out the algorithm, helps us to get to that partner status, and it's much appreciated here as well. You'll be seeing a lot more videos from Mage Monsters and some other titles too, miscellaneous ones here and there. So obviously we want to do Elven archers because we're trying to do an archer build, right? So we have that +2 range, so that gives me 15 range, which is great to have. Let's go ahead and get the archers in here. And the archers are just for now. We're going to use the archers as kind of a filler while we go through the different tiers, because I did read the comments, and some of you mentioned the idea of using crossbowmen in the comments, because they have armor piercing and some pretty heavy damage output, right? So let's get some speed upgrades. We're going to hold out for this a little bit. I am going to get a little bit more archers, because we do need to have enough archers to kind of hold the ground. I might even do a little bit of tank units. And the sole purpose of that is to absorb some of those hits for us. So my archers are not the ones in the front, so to speak. All right, let's go back into it. So I can get the next tier now. So as soon as we get past this stage, I'm probably going to go dive into that. All right, so we got some attack speed for our heroes. I'm going to do hero attack speed. That's more important to me than Chrion's attack speed. I mean, his stuff is good. Don't get me wrong. And I could do a good build with it, but I feel like having very quick and very powerful range units could be a good thing to have, right? So let's go ahead and unlock tier 2. So that does give me the worm unit, the imp that I was using in the past. Some of you commented about the imp. The imp is pretty effective, right? It does do pretty good, but it obviously is flawed because we lost. So I'm going to focus entirely on getting the next tier, tier 3. Tier 3 is what's going to give me crossbowmen, right? I believe it's in tier 3. Because I remember doing the horsemen, the cavaliers, and seeing the crossbowmen in there. So we'll target tier 3. I honestly should write down which heroes are in which units are in which tier, but that's kind of like cheat code right there. We don't want to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and get a little bit of crit chance too. Crit chance is always a good thing to have. Go and unlock the new unit, and there it is. All right, so we have our tier 3 units. We're probably going to dive a little bit into synergies. You guys can actually go back here. Let these guys go in first because they can sort of sidetrack everyone, so to speak. Okay, let's go. So we have crossbowmen. We also still have our archers. Our archers are good for flanking, like cover fire, while the crossbowmen are good for armor piercing, really. All right, so let's do some critical chance with that armor piercing. We're going to grab a few more of these guys. I mean, I only get 3. That's kind of the downside, is I get a lot less units. I would get, what, 6 of these guys or something? 5 or 6. And I only get 3 of them. So every tier really downgrades how many units you have. So let's look at the differences. So 35 health, 16 damage. Okay, those are the main things. 1.94 attack speed. We definitely want to work on that. Okay, yeah, so their attack speed is slower, but these guys have 12 health and 6 damage. Okay, So they have a lot more health too, so that's good. Has 10% extra crit chance, and critical hits deal 2.6 normal hit damage instead of 2. So crits mean more. We will do massive crits with these characters, and because I'm, maybe I should focus on a crit build, right? It would make sense. Oh, and then we can even level them up higher, get more crit out of them. Okay, let's go do this. Boop, boop, boop. Really having a lot of crit with these guys, and just some massive speed increases could be an invaluable asset for the most part. All right, so I can keep going higher tiers. I don't see much point just yet. Synergies might be valuable, especially the human synergy, because these are all humans, right? So actually, let me go get some swordsmen. Now that I think about it, let's get some tier 1 swordsmen. Yeah, it's gonna give me the base level human synergy, which is gonna give me 25% armor piercing. Put that on crossbow, that's actually pretty good. Now, we can get a little bit more humans. I think tier 5 has... tier 4 has 1. I think there's a mage on tier 5. I'm not 100%, but is it worth spending that much money? Because we're spending quite a bit to be able to get that unlocked, right? Okay, let's get into here. So the armor piercing is effective. You see a lot more damage being done. Very good idea in the comments. Thank you all for the suggestions. Okay, so we're gonna keep upgrading our armor piercing, and our attack speed's gonna be increased too. We're gonna do both. Let's go ahead and max out our unit there, and we're gonna focus in on attack speed a bit. Critical chance, I guess, is the superior one in this case. It would be nice if they could pierce multiple units. Maybe they can. Hopefully we don't get overwhelmed here, but the ice does help to slow them down just a little bit. Shatter is valuable. We do want some shatter. Damage is good too. Let's go ahead and get some damage. Honestly, I want to focus in on the units rather than Chryon. I mean, he's good, don't get me wrong, but the units are just better. They're just better overall, it seems like. Okay, what do we have left? So we're going to do more speed. More crit chance and more speed are really all we need for the most part. We're going to get a bunch more units as well. Just overall, we just need as many range units as possible. It doesn't matter to me as much as what species they are. It could be imps, it could be anything. We just need more units. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get maybe some demon shamans. I remember a comment about demon shamans also being a good character to have. We can easily get more demon units to help out with these synergies, so we can get some of these guys, right? They can help with some of that synergy, and that's going to give me at least the base level of the demon multiplier that they would have. Tier 2 has a few demon units I can join in. I'll just get this many. I want the base level of synergy. I don't need anything complicated. Okay, and I don't have enough to really do much else. I can upgrade the hero. Let's give him some more attack speed, I guess. Make him a little bit faster so we can do some more damage from his little ability. So really it comes down to just having a quantity of units being pretty high. And I'm not going to worry about them. I mean, I should, huh? I should worry about them a little bit. Upgrade units. Let's keep getting that speed up. I mean, that attack speed is going to be invaluable when you're coming to a high damage unit like this. 17.6. We're going to have to increase that damage a bit. 10% chance to extra crits. And then criticals do, of course, a lot of damage too. So 1.35. What are you guys looking at? I mean, you guys are also getting perks from that. You're less than a second. And you have a perk as well. You're less than a second. You have a 17% chance to stun. Okay. Nicely done. Let's go. So I think maybe just having random range units could be a pretty good asset too, because they all kind of complement each other, right, so to speak. So let's go ahead and get the fire imp into the equation here. And that said, if we're gonna have the fire imp, we might as well get a base level synergy with it too. So I know I shouldn't be focusing on the synergies. I read the comments on that, and that's completely fine, but might as well get like base level rather than going for the gold here. Okay, so tier 3. Let's get a little bit more shaman characters here. I think that could be pretty interesting. A decent asset. 9694. Okay. I can't get any more, but I'm going to just focus in on Crossbowmen now for the most part. I think that's the main goal at the moment. Just attack speed, Crossbowmen, that critical rating. Critical rating is very important too. Crossbow units, please. Thank you. Marksman, they call them marksman. None in this contingent, this seed here. And let's go ahead and upgrade my critical chance. So you guys are gonna contend with us, huh? All right, maybe I should increase some range a bit. I mean, their range is a bit higher because of the hero character, which is the main reason why we're even using this hero. Okay, let's go and give you some more attack speed. And we need to get the range of these units increased a bit here. I see the comments all the time. Ash, you need to increase the range more. You're absolutely right. Let me do that. I'm going to add some elves into the equation. Just as much firepower as we can. I mean, we're taking them down pretty fast, and then we have a few melee units running in there to help out too, right? So that's good. A little bit more range, and then we're going to go for that crit. We got to get that crit up. I want to maximize the crit. Okay, it's doing a lot of damage. So speed, crit, range is what we're trying to do here. Speed, crit, range. We could do it. And then we should be pretty powerful for the most part. We're going to get more speed. Sorry, archers. You guys are going to have to hold off. Speed, crit, range. And let's see, what else do we want? There's some damage too. I mean, we can start speccing into damage a little bit, but I don't feel like the percentage is really going to increase a ton. I mean, I might be mistaken in this, right? Maybe I should be doing a lot more with damage. And I do see comments about that. But the percentage just seems so small when you don't have a lot of damage to begin with. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade the hero one single time here. Let's give you a bigger freeze area. Okay, and we're on a possible 16. So let's see how we do on a possible 24. That's really the ultimate decision maker here. So I might get a few more fire imps. I mean, I know that might sound critical. That might be a hot take, so to speak. Fire imps are good because of that AoE. Is really invaluable, the splash damage they have. I do like that. We just took down quite a bit, and believe it or not, it seemed like our range units, our archers, survived that pretty well. Okay, so maybe a little bit of upgrades for the archers can never hurt. Just a tad. And we almost have max crit. We probably need a lot more crossbowmen, to be fair. I think that should be the next primary objective, along with, of course, crit, attack speed, crossbowmen. Attack speed seems way too low, to be fair. Okay, so we're going to get that one. Okay, upgrade here. Crit chance. One more crit chance, and we are great. Not enough money. Dang, we're so close. All right. But we're looking a lot better. I want to add a few more fire imps very soon. Add some more of each unit for the most part. I mean, let's be real. The elves are very handy because they're very fast. And that is a handy thing to have. So we're going to go ahead and actually increase you to max. Increase this to max. And let's get some more attack speed. And I was going to get fire imps, right? A little bit more fire and wormlings. Get one more set of wormlings here. Okay, that's not that bad. And now we can primarily focus in getting these units up and getting the speed. That's it. That's all we really need to do. Those units speed, I mean, maybe a few more elven archers. And they can all support each other pretty well, I think. Okay, so some attack speed for him is pretty good too. But we're going to take a damage boost. Some more attack speed. All right, I did say I wanted Elven Archers. I want to at least get that to like 20 Elven Archers. 24 is good too. I mean, we get so many of them for so cheap. It makes sense to upgrade it a bit. And now we need to get tier 3 units. And get a lot of tier 3 units and a lot of attack speed. And we should be good. Like, they're taking down these dudes really fast. So good idea with the armor piercing. It really works out well. Some more shatter could be good. More, you know, damage inside the pool that he hits. We could potentially increase his attack speed too, so he can shatter, you know, and his area of effect. Okay, so we're going to get marksman. That's what I said I'm gonna do. I'm absolutely gonna do it. Get like 30 marksmen if we can. That's a goal. 30 marksmen, get a bunch of speed on them. We should be good. Take out all those units, go for the range ones. Maybe a little bit more range. You see how my units had to move forward a little bit? Shaman, yeah, let's get you up in this too. And then the range. Range, Shaman. I'm going to upgrade all my units, really. There's no reason not to. They all have some kind of benefit here. You know, all my range stuff. So I can upgrade the Shaman. I can upgrade the Fire Imps too. And they all have a benefit to the end result. Look, we got past that thing. We were struggling there before. Let's go ahead and get some more Shamans. Get some more Shaman upgrades here. You guys can come on board too. Welcome, welcome. 12 Shamans. That's not bad. That's good for keeping everything stunned. And we'll take a little bit more marksmen. So we have 30 marksmen. Here we are with a boss. The first tier of a boss, so to speak. And yeah, of course, he's going to annihilate range units. Pretty hardcore, but we survived. That's good. Freeze area, please. Those units are really bad for taking on the whatever you want to call them. Dark Angels are really bad for annihilating range units. But we survived it, so you can't be too mad at it. Okay, so we could potentially increase our synergy a bit more. I could give you guys the Elven synergy. That could be a good thing too. But we don't have Elves synergy yet. We have 2 Elven units. Is there an Elven unit here that I already have elites. I think there's a tier 2. Yeah, let's get Elven Defenders in the mix. And then we can go ahead and give, let's see, not Beast. We need humans to have Elf Way, which is not going to appear. It's not. There we go. Humans Elven Way. That's going to give them a little bit more advantage. And I do want Beast Way on all my archers for the most part, especially for these guys. So if I can get Beast Way on humans, that's an additional, like another type of firing I could do. Double fire or whatever would be really handy. Those fire bats are annihilated, dude. You don't have a chance. And then, of course, we have our stun. We have our freeze from Chryon there as well. It's all very good all around. All right, so let's get Wormlings upgraded here. Max you guys out. Okay, and we're going to do a synergy. So we're going to synergize. Humans Elven Way would be really good to have at max, to be honest with you. We're going to max that out. And then we're going to do Humans Beast Way as well, if we can do that. Where's Humans Beast Way? No, none of these. Humans Beast Way. Exactly what I wanted. So these guys right here now have Beast double attack once in a while, which is going to be handy. I can use that also for my archers. If I can do that, let me see. Nope, of course not. And I don't have enough to reroll, so let's see what we're going to do. Beast Human Way. Yeah, let's give Beast a little bit of armor piercing, I guess. That could be good. Because then at least these guys are going to get some armor piercing. Let's go. That's enough with the synergies, I think, for the time being. And now I can just focus in on that attack speed. I think attack speed is going to be the key to victory. Everybody else is just doing massive crits, right? And that is really handy. Okay, so we can do attack speed. Probably damage as well. Range, damage, attack speed. Okay, we're going to focus in on the upgrades here. Range and a little bit of damage. Overall, we'll just spread it out between all the upgrades we could do. All right, let's get into this. Let's see what this guy can possibly do against me now. We got... Oh, man, you guys probably got some armor, huh? Well, not for long. Let's get in there. And, of course, we have our units, too, that they're targeting, which is why I really want the, like, fodder in the front, because they are targeting those dudes over my archers, which is great news. Okay, and then we have a little bit of demon synergy, which helped out a little bit there, too. Let's get some more damage. I mean, to be fair, we're going to need some more damage. 25.6. You guys are not attacking fast enough, though. You guys need to be faster. A little bit more tier 1 units. Let's go. 29. Nice. Okay, and then you can do a little bit more attack speed. Oh, wow. Okay, those guys just rush in, don't they? We probably need a little bit more units to walk in the front. A few more blacksmiths or something could be good. Okay, let's get you some shatter. I love shatter, it's good. Okay, so blacksmiths. Blacksmiths. At least you guys do a stun, right? So I don't mind the blacksmiths at all. Even though they do get annihilated pretty quick, they have a stun bonus. And like their stun can last longer. I'm not going to do any of those upgrades though, let's be real. Because we can always do shatter. We can do freeze time, things like that. Okay, we should be all right. We have a lot of fodder in the front now. That's good. Yeah, pierce all those armors. Those armor piercing units, they don't have a chance. And my imps are staying in there pretty long now too. I think it's a good idea to have the fire imps. Like just the mix of different characters in this wave is really good. All right, a little bit more elves, and then we're gonna focus in on tier 3 units. We're gonna get some marksmen. Next phase is gonna be all upgrades, just all speed. Speed is really essential to this because then I can fire even faster, which I mean, to be real, firing faster is gonna make it harder for them to be able to get these guys. All right, so we're gonna look for some attack speed, just all attack speed bonuses, please. That's all we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to get you all very low. What are we looking at now? 0.81, not bad. And how are you guys doing? 0.5. Yikes, that's really good. Okay, so these guys suck for range. This might be the end of the run. I'm not 100%, but the thing is, we're able to target them down so quick that we still had a chance. Let's do a little bit more shatter. That's really handy to have. Prepare for endgame. You have survived all the normal levels of Mage and Monsters 2 and are entering the endgame. So now let's get back into it. We're in an impossible endgame, and this is just all range build with Chryon here. This is nice. All right, so really I need to do mostly attack speed for the main part of this, and maybe some damage too. Attack speed, damage, and let's go ahead and take a little bit more marksman. And I think that's pretty much gonna sum up how we're gonna do this. All right, let's go. Let's see how you guys can do as contenders in this endgame. Okay, so the main units are annihilated. Now we just need to target down all the little tiny guys. Honestly, I wish I can have you guys target the back units first, but that's okay. You can only do so much, right? You have to really help out those. I mean, it might have been the... Okay, we're dead. It was not a bad attempt. I think I need more tanks. Everything was good. I just need to focus in a lot more on like a tank unit. A bunch of tank units, and then have my dudes in the back line, my crossbowmen. The assortment was not bad though. Let's get back into it. Let's see how we could do this. All right, we're back. We're on level 16. This is where we keep losing. Well, I keep losing anyway. So I have 19 of these dudes right now. I'm about to increase that. And I have a synergy for humans, right? So I have the armor piercing ability plus 50%, which is going to be good with that crit and everything too. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a few more marksmen here. And I've been increasing their critical chance and their attack speed as much as I could as well. Trying to get that. I do have only one in range. I mean, I could always use a little bit more range. And now I just really want to get a lot more of these crossbow units here. And let's see. Is everybody in the right place? Yeah. There we go. That's a little bit better. And you guys need to come down here with these dudes. So he's the first one out. I got this guy for free when I upgraded to level 5. I did that so that way I can get some of those synergies, which is really helping out. Look at that. Look at those criticals. Those criticals are so nice to have. And then we have these elf sentinels are really good units. They survive a long time. So does the destroyer. We're gonna be able to take these dudes out. Tier 6 is level 6 is what's been kind of a bane in my side, a thorn in my side, so to speak. But no, crossbow dudes took them out. They did their job. Right. So we're gonna have a pretty crazy thing happening right now. A lot more units. So let's go ahead and increase the size of our crossbow unit inventory here. Maybe like even one more. I do want to get another range upgrade too. and that should be a lot better. The more crossbow units we have, the better, right? That crit's just taking things out. They're just annihilating. I need more crossbow units than I have of enemy units on the playing field, so to speak. So let's go ahead and get a little bit more. Got 31 marksmen. We have a lot of enemies on the playing field, so hopefully we'll be able to counteract them. Let's get some more attack speed to make up for that difference a little bit. They are kind of slow, still 1.35. We need to get them under a second fire. Look at that. The faster I get these dudes, the quicker we can just annihilate the enemy. And they just pierce right through that armor, right? So it's really nice. Okay, so we have an arrow rain pretty much happening right now. Of course, we have the range units, which is the most problem I have at the moment. But we'll see if we can figure out some kind of strategy to knock those guys out. So just more attack speed is ultimately my goal here. So more range is always a good thing too. We'll take some damage. A damage increase would be good. I mean, I think they're hitting pretty hard with their damage as is. I really wish I could do like armor builds though. That would be great. Like an armor build would make this so much better. All right, so we'll do a little bit of shatter. And let's see, tier 5 will give me more of this guys, which is pretty good units too. But I do want to keep with this marksman strategy here. So 37, not enough. We're going to get into the 40 range. Let's get exactly 40. Let's go and do a unit upgrade here. Some more attack speed. So you're still above a second. I want to get them under 1 second if possible. Let's go. Look at all that. Look at all that damage that just rains down on these guys. That's really what I want. Just tons of attack speed now is the main thing. I will increase the damage too eventually. But right now it's just going to be attack speed because I get that nice bonus. They now have plus 8% attack speed instead of plus 6, which is a lot better. They also just generally attack 20% faster. And then they have that base range increase too. So it's all good. All right, so let's go ahead and increase the range even more. That way they just spawn in and they're able to fire pretty much. I think they're good like they are right now on range. We don't have to increase the range too much more. At least I don't think we do. Okay, so we got range. We can just go ahead and go to... You know what, Chryon? Let's get your attack speed up a little bit. You're a little bit slow, dude. A little bit slow, honestly. Okay, so we're going to get that attack speed. Really, all I need to do now is keep getting more marksmen and increasing my attack speed. These guys are heavy armor units, but, you know, we're designed to pierce through armor. So hopefully they don't come to our range units too quickly. Oh, no, we need more destroyers. Destroyers are good for keeping them busy. Okay, let's get another destroyer unit, actually, and maybe even a lichen. That would be handy. These guys can... keep them busy. Lichens are really high HP. Super slow though. But they're both high HP, so that is a valuable unit to kind of run the front line for me. Let's go and upgrade our units. We're going to, I mean, that could be good. Stun the enemies would be a nice thing. Let's go ahead and get more archers, and I would like to increase their speed a lot more too, but I think we're good. As long as we can hold the front line, so maybe a bunch of destroyers or lichens or something to hold the front line while we are able to do our stuff that we need to do here. Dill our justice. Okay, let's go and get you. I'll get another lichen. So that's 2 and 2. Nice. And lichens are great because they can multiply themselves pretty much. Okay, that sounds really weird in context, but yeah, they can like multiply themselves. Oh, you go ahead and get wolves. Get yourself some wolves, dude. That is a good unit to have if they can spawn the wolves. Of course, it's hard for them to get any kills. It's okay though, because my archers can take care of business. Nice. So let's do some more attack speed for my units. We're just gonna focus in on that. I'm not gonna worry about the lichens at all. Elven archers can hold on a bit. All right. Can we focus in on range units? I mean, I don't know why you're getting melee unit upgrades anyway. It's just kind of general upgrades, I suppose, for them. Okay, so we need more of you, more attack speed, and let's go ahead and get you some shatter. Let's go. Shatter so we can do even more damage. If Chryon gets the ice on them, then we could do some massive damage. So having some area of effect could be really good too. Okay, so boom, attack speed. Our attack speed should be pretty low now. We're 0.8. That's not bad. I mean, getting hit them to 0.5, they'll be able to fire twice in a second. That'd be super handy. Or I could just get double the amount of units. That could also be handy. All right, upgrade hero. We're gonna get you a little bit more shatter. Let's go. Oh wow, okay, that's much better. I mean, yeah, they're taking out a lot of my melee units, but that's okay. We have our marksman doing some justice here, and it really is helpful to have the freeze area increased. I mean, that's kind of keeping me alive too. More attack speed is all we need. More attack speed. A couple more on marksman. So we're at 58. We could always increase that. I want like 100 marksmen if possible. Look at the insanity of them. Like 100 marksmen with heavy amounts of speed cooldowns or whatever you want to call it. It's pretty good. All right, so upgrade units. Make them faster. How fast are you guys now? 0.76. I mean, your speed's pretty adequate, I think. Maybe I should start working on your damage. Yeah, let's do some damage because their crit is based on their damage, right? So if I start working on damage, that could be insane. All right, here we go. So we're going to work on your damage. And one more here. 20.8. 20.8. All right, let's remember that. Look, it's already doing a big impact. Even that small amount because you're getting crit based off of core damage, right? So 20.8 is doing a big difference. Let's get you a little freeze area increase here. 20.8. All right, so let's do a 1 and see what happens. 22.4. Okay, so you're getting like 2 points of damage every time, but like I said, that really does factor in. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be good. 64. Let's do one more here. Damage upgrade. 25. If I can get you to like 50 damage, you guys would be like insane, really. I mean, they're already pretty strong as is, but you can't go wrong with more damage and more speed, right? It's only 10% increments. Okay, but the thing is, the speed is just really so beneficial with this character or with this hero because it's got that plus 2%. So you can just make the speed pretty much insane. 10% chance for extra critical. Seems a lot more higher than that, to be honest with you. Okay, so we're going to get a couple more sets of units here. We're at 70. And let's get some attack speed this time. Of course, we have these guys coming in. That's fine. We do a lot more damage. That's fine. Lycan. Yeah, I'll take I'll take freeze area. Prepare for in-game. All right. So now we're going to do attack speed and damage. That's it. It's just going to be attack speed, damage, maybe a little bit more range. Let's go ahead and get one more unit. And what can we do with you? Freeze area. All right. Let's see how this goes. And we have 3 tiers to get through. I mean, we're able to hold them back pretty well with our fire. The speed seems a little bit lacking still. I mean, they're able to take out some of my crossbowmen. That's not good. I don't have enough frontline units is the problem. I should have got like more destroyers or something. Really, I think that might be my flaw is I don't have enough dudes to hold them off from my back end, right? And that's exactly what happened. Okay. I think that happened twice in a row, isn't it? I don't have enough tanky units to hold the front line. Crazy. Well, let's fix that. I'm back. So I'm actually at wave 20, level 20. I meant to start recording a lot sooner, but this just kind of happened. I didn't realize I was this far along. So what's happening is I have these 2 characters that I'm really just kind of capitalizing on. So we have the human mage and the elven mage here too. And they're both tier 5, right? But I'm kind of focusing in on them a bit. I don't even have that many crossbowmen right now. Probably should get some more of them too to kind of help with some of the armor piercing part of this. But this is just kind of like an all-around range build. I can use a little bit more of the wormlings. And yeah, I'm just like kind of working with everybody's advantages here. Their power, so to speak. Okay, so let's get a little bit more range, I suppose. Let's go. And overall, I mean, the mages are really strong, dude. I really like the mages. They're just kind of annihilating everything. So what I want to do is, I think I want to put armor piercing, the human armor piercing onto the elves, and the elves dodging onto the humans. So I'm going to mess around with this a bit. So elves human way, that's kind of what I want to do. And then over here, I want humans elven way as well. Or actually humans beast way could be really, really good. Let's do that too, because then the humans would get a double cast, right? So they would be able to cast twice, and their stuff's pretty strong, honestly. I wouldn't mind a little bit of double cast. And I don't really have anything else I could do except for with you, I could do a little bit more freeze area. All right, so here we are. Like I said, they're just kind of annihilating, dude. They're so strong. I overlooked these tier 5 units a lot more than I'd like to admit. So let's go speed them up a bit. And most of all, let's see, what are their stats? So you fire 0.77, you do 50 damage, you do 100, you have 120 health, pretty good range and everything. You too, really good range. So 70, 50. You don't fire as fast, but we can, you know, of course, fix that. Okay, so let's get another high elf. Let's go and upgrade our speed even further. I mean, if we can upgrade that speed down pretty low, then these guys are going to be insane. Let's go and do shatter. Let's do it. Blast through this stuff. Look, they're doing decent. It's not the best, because they do need more armor piercing, it looks like, the elves do. That might be a big thing to have. All right, so attack speed. Let's just keep getting that attack speed, though. Archmages and some high elves. So before anybody can even get close, you know, they just get annihilated for the most part. Right, so more of this freeze area, because that's really handy to have. I love seeing their health pools just kind of drop. I mean, yes, we do have, of course, units like this that can take out my entire line in no time. I'm just going to get some damage upgrades too. Attack speed. More attack speed. You can never go wrong with attack speed, but you're also critical. Attack speed and critical. The critical hits are really strong with mages because look, they're just fireballs everywhere. The fireballs are annihilating everything. And of course, Chryon as well is a mage, so it makes sense. Let's go and give him some attack speed too. Okay, so we have 7 and 7. I wouldn't mind having like a lot more of each of you. So the Elven units seem to do a little bit faster of an attack. I'll do one more each. Just go and get another Elven unit there. So we got 9 and 8. All right, go. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, wow. Look at that health pool just drop. That's very nice to see. Okay, so I do have them fully upgraded, right? So they have... they do some pretty powerful stuff. Some like extra hits, things like that. Okay, so I want 10 of each of you. So I'm going to go ahead and get 10 of the Archmage here. So 10 and 10. Very nice. And I can't really afford much else besides, of course, a freeze area upgrade. Okay, go. All right, that is nice. Look at that wave of like annihilation pretty much. The only thing I worry about, of course, is the retaliation we get from that other character. So let's go ahead and let's get some more crit chance. Let's see if we can max out our crit chance, because the crit chance is really good to have. All right, do I get another crit chance? You don't give me one, I'll take some damage. That's also pretty valuable. You know, you can't crit chance and damage together along with some high speeds is some good stuff. The thing about them is they have some heavy hit points, right? Some like big hit pools, health pools, whatever you want to call it. Let's get some more damage there. Crit chance. And let's see. Their range is pretty good as it is. Let's go ahead and get some attack speed. And now I'm going to work on damage. So I think, let's see their attack speed. So you're at 1.14 and you're at 0.57. I do need to increase our attack speed a little bit more because I want them to be one to be under 1 second and the other one to be like hitting twice. That's going to get you twice a second. So I think that could help just kind of dominate this entire screen. Of course, having the wormlings is handy too, because they're also shooting fireballs, which is splash damage, and it's helping out. Okay, so let's get a little bit more attack speed here. A little bit more attack speed here. Cool. So are you under a second yet? Not yet. All right, we need to keep going with attack speed. I mean, we have those big bonuses to it, so I mean, might as well take advantage, right? Reroll that, and you're at 1, and you are at 0.5. That is exactly what I wanted. That's perfect. All right, so now I just need more mage units on the screen, and I need their damage amplified. Like their attack speed is good, I would say. I just need their damage to be much, much higher. All right, so let's get the damage pumped up like crazy. Get a high elf over here. Get an archmage, and let's get some damage going, baby. Okay, so you guys should be able to take these dudes down before they can blink an eye, pretty much. And I mean, they're getting hit too, but they just, it doesn't do much to them. In game, here, I'll take one more of these guys. I'll take one more of you. So we got 12 and 11. That's perfectly fine. I'm not worried about it too much. And let's go ahead and upgrade our units. So we're going to do some damage upgrades. I don't think they need speed, but I'm going to take the speed anyway. And let's go ahead and do some more attack speed for him too. We should be fine. Hopefully this will annihilate. It's not the range build I was trying for, but tier 5 range build seems to be very powerful. I mean, they're tier 5 units. What else could you expect, right? But you never know. This could still have a failure. I mean, tier 1 units in mass could still have a win. Oh, that guy got annihilated pretty quick. Love the crits, man. The crits are just... Look at the Angel of Death just got destroyed. All right, so tier 5 build had an ultimate victory. You survived all the waves to achieve ultimate victory on impassable difficulty. Well done, the developer's proud of you. Sweet. So everything just gets harder from here. I mean, I don't really want to... I mean, I guess I could do endless for a little bit. Let's go. Let's see how we can do. All right, let's see how far we can go with this build. So I'm going to buy me another high elf. I'll also get 2 more archmages here. Okay, and then overall, we just really need to increase their damage immensely. I mean, it's good as is, but what I want them to do is be able to annihilate the units before they can spawn in, pretty much just complete annihilation. Having a little bit of wormling upgrades might not be a bad idea either, the wormling here. But let's see, how you guys doing? That is 125, you're doing 125. This is pretty good. You both are doing 125 damage. 135. I mean, they're staying on scale with each other, so that's good. And it's performing very well. So what I could do is I could just get a bunch more of these units on screen. Oh, wow. Do you see those fireballs? They're still trying to go. Like, they're trying to do their thing. Increase their speed a bunch. I think that might be a good thing. We'll get another high elf here, and we'll increase their speed. And just damage speed. We'll go pretty much even with it. Here we go with some shatter. All right, looking good. I mean, mages are just kind of huge. They're big. They're doing well. I think I pretty much experimented with all the tier 5 characters, all the tier 5 units at this rate. I'll have to look through and see. Let me see. Is there any tier 5s I haven't really messed with? I've done Moonrider. I don't know if I had a victory with Moonrider, though. And we now have both mages at the same time, so that's one thing. I need 2 more of these guys in the mix of things, so 15-15, let's go. And I could always experiment more with synergies, too, but I'm not really going to mess with that right now. I feel like that's a given. Look at the annihilation, dude. I don't know which one. I think it's the human one that does the little black orbs that are just like destructive. So I mean, it might be worthwhile just to use only the human synergy on this. I meant to go get that damage since that damage popped up there. Let's go and get more attack speed and see how we do. Boop, boop, boop. Wow, this is insane. We're just like wiping the floor with this. Maybe we can win impossible. I don't know. A lot of my units did get damaged in that though. So it might be possible. It might not be. Let's go ahead and get some damage upgrades here. Damage. And I saw the attack speed. It's insane. What is my attack speed at? 0.8 for them now. I mean, the attack speed is getting some huge advantages now. So we could really, you know, do some good there. Okay, they're coming in a little bit closer. They are getting some damage in, so I'm not sure how much longer we could last doing this. I mean, I could probably use another unit of each. There's one more of each. Probably just having like an army of these units will make this where the run never ends. Eventually it's gonna end though. This is impossible difficulty, right? So this scaling's gonna get pretty insane. At least you would think so. Not bad, fellas. All right, attack speed. More attack speed. 222. Damage, sure, we'll take some damage. Why not? You can't go wrong with either of those stats. I think they go hand in hand, right? Pretty much. Even you guys are getting upgraded. This is good. Everybody gets upgraded. Nobody's left out. I love how the humans' orbs just redirect. It's really cool to see. Okay, attack speed. Everybody else just dies if you notice. They just are completely dead before the thing even, I don't know, before even long, they just are dead like immediately pretty much. Okay, here we go. I'm pretty sure the attack speed's good, guys. I could really just use the damage upgrades at this point, I think. Wormling. No, I'm gonna get more here. I just said the attack speed's good, but it gave me an option, so you know, I'll get the Wormling upgrades, so that way I'm not getting the attack speed. Here you go. Okay. I mean, why not? They got splash damage, and they're getting the same scaling as everybody else, so maybe they're very powerful too. Okay, Elven Archer, here you go. You can have an upgrade. Sure. Attack speed, fine. If you're gonna keep throwing it in my face, I'll take another one. Technically, aren't the Moon Riders, aren't they ranged as well? I need to see if they're also ranged, then they might benefit from the same stuff going on here. Oh man, that's a lot of units, dude. We did get some damage there. Let's go and get some freeze area. Oh, let's see if we're gonna max out Chryon actually. I didn't even think about that. Let's get his freeze area maxed out, because his stuff would actually be really beneficial to like being able to do more damage, right? So let's see, shatter. If we can get his shatter really high, his damage area high, which is now maxed out, get the shatter high, then essentially it would make more damage from my characters. We're dead. All right, so in game 14 is where we lasted with this build. I'm sure there's something I could have done differently in the end game to make it last even further. But that's pretty awesome, man. I had fun doing that. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you enjoyed these videos. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, then we're going to get the full partnership, and that would be really awesome. I'm definitely plan on like figuring out some way to give back to the community too. All right, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.